Now, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Sri Lanka series of Crusader Kings 3 here on the Lord Master channel, in which this series is getting closer and closer to the end, but it's still gonna take a while to get there. As you can see that where we are at this point for the Mahavihara Monastery, we're at 830 now, in which we need 70 more to get to 900, which is part of the end goal, which is to, unite the Sangha, which is over here. Get it up to 900, and I do have all these things, especially with my level of devotion, which is already up to the max. I am 32 years old, so it'll likely happen under this character's lifetime of Maheshi Lilavati, the Temple Builder. She was once called the Impaler, which I think that nickname would be given to detractors of hers. But to those who know her and praise her, they call her the Temple Builder. Even though that would be considered as a fabrication, because she is not like her, grandfather Gajabahu, who was the real Temple Builder, and expanded upon as well. But, however, she has the unfortunate distinction as having been gout-ridden for clearly most of her adult life, and will remain so. But does have a trick on her sleeve regarding temptation focus, where removes attraction penalties in seduce schemes. So I don't know if that applies to her. In a way, like what I mean is, like, take this for example. My two lovers. Hey, where'd you go? She went all the way to the steps. It's a shame. She was a barmaid. And this one here, however, she remains here. Yeah, that got rid of thing, that's attraction. Right, that applies for the attraction penalties is for the person who's considered unattractive. Actually, look again. Attraction being plus 10, and yet when I look at someone like her, for example, I thought it would be the other way around. Who knows? But I just noticed there's something going on over in the kingdom of Pagan, the fellow Theravada Buddhist country, where it's for this person's claim. It's from another one from House Pagan. We know few of our kin live in Pagan. I'm wondering where do they stand on this issue. Are they even still around? Hang on. Where do you find... Oh. I think all the... No, there's a way to check it. Living members by rank. Cousin lives there? I think all of our kin who lived in Pagan are gone. Or kicked out. Which is a shame, but we've been doing so well. But at least... I mean, they're in other places now. But anyways, let's go hunting. Hopefully we can find something to get. And there's a few opportunities. A stag sighting. Three, two, three, and hunt there. Just only bring the important peoples and other hunters as well. Well, I'll get flashy gangs to increase the chances of that. It'll just be recreational, of course. Anybody that's wanted to come here, you can join me. It's going a bit of a hunt. There's only one high chance of danger being there because of lack of control. What control? My goodness, what happened? What did you do? Hope it goes well. As we managed to get through a dangerous path in Matele, decided to rest for a night. As I walk around the cabin, suddenly a strange feeling is that someone is missing bothers me. I ask around and everyone agree on one thing. They don't remember seeing Rani all day. At the same time, people are repeating a rumor that she wanted to meet with Maheshi Lilavati. That's me. I know that we're passing by our lands, and not sure why Rani would do that. She just lost the planes we speak. You know, I'm the owner of this land. Let's mount a search party for her. .1% chance of success due to high learning, good martial, high prowess, the hunter trait experience of mine, as well as the aptitude of master. And we have a bunch of hunter guests that would help us out. Need tenant activity option. This land is jungle. There's no holding here, despite its high development. Not to mention a stag sighting. So, we're deer hunting. Waiting for a few more guests to join. Who's missing? Ah, cousin. Of course. It's always my cousin. He's on his way. Set to arrive now. %, that's the max you could do. Markantayan, my master of the hunt, summons the party together as the light reaches the camp near the jungle of Dambadenya. My men have been gathering sightings of the stag that roam in the local area. My many gamekeepers and flushers have been pouring over the area for tracks and fumes. Stout buck is definitely in the area, and the conditions could be hardly better for hunting it. Let's get out there. Unless you want to seek a hyena. Success chance will decrease, but I hope not by much. But you know what? I'm feeling bold. Let's hunt something with vim. Forget the stag. Get the hyena. Poachers here in the Pasaladu's jungle. They huddled together as I'd ride up on my guards, making a poor job hiding the dead stagman. We did not do this. Please, have mercy, glorious Maheshi. The blades and bows belly the words. Don't seem to be extra bowman. I'll take the hit. Which doesn't matter much. My Radapura, Markantayan, singles across the jungle. A whole hyena pack crouches in the hollow not far off. The beasts bolt up on our approach, laughing the alarm as they retreat to the dense undergrowth, fangs snarling. We chase after the fleeing brown vermin. Focusing on the largest of the group, now begins the real chase. This way, we head off. Huntsman, bring it towards our bow line. Like all game, the slippery hyena has many tricks, blenches, and ruses that can fool even experienced hunters. My Radapura, Dogaraja, has halted the party. The dog's been standing perfectly still in the dense trees, unflinching, getting behind us, even under the dog's noses. There is no agreement over which course to follow, and each moment we turn puts us further from our prize. Patience, this should be easy to solve. Quickly find a scent. Our plans were for naught. The base scents are trapped by wind or convenience and refuse to be led to our ambush by the flushes. At last it slipped to our clutches entirely, disappeared to the jungle. Clever thing. Somehow we got the 20% chance of failure. Again, 80 is the max. Hunts like these are a pure joy. I cannot wait for next year. I gather the disappointed party and exhaust the hounds and trip home. The hyena indeed eluded us this time. Let us leave this adventure behind for now. But nevertheless, it was a good time as I had recreation tent just to get rid of the non-existent stress I have as I'm a hunter. But it helps with the trade experience in Venator, horse, and bow. And glory for our acclaimed knights. So there you go, I got this. +1 learning, and prowess, small health boost, and increased stress loss. So yeah. As I said, I gotta hunt more often. Even if nobody's there. Remember to hunt in the southern jungles of Tambapani. Hunting up in the plains, you'll find plenty, it's just chances are lowered of getting any of them. Especially this is highly developed country. Down here is less developed and suited for hunting. Now, where were we? Maxed your wit. Got the bow up. As I said, I would like to improve the bow further. Because previous levels also apply just to stack up on the health boost, just to keep myself going. Gout be damned. I will remain idle for now, because I want to raise money for the future grand wedding, which I will no doubt spend a lot of money on that. Need to get the cranes innovation, and this would help with the renown game. But for now, I'm going for a Renaissance thought, which will take 3 years' time. I mean, look at it. Average development of Sahala counties, 1.02. You do not typically see that. Because we've made this country the most highly developed country in the world. Nothing like it before that I've ever seen. In all my playthroughs in the history of playing Crusader Kings 3, I never had played in an area, especially in a capital county, where you have development this high. Started in 1066 AD, and here we are at 1226 AD, and this is where we're at now. And what's the key to this? Look at it. Monthly growth And due to all these things you can see below. And I don't even have the scholarship focus for it yet, although I will switch to it once I get the seductress lifestyle trait. Although I could improve the development further if you grant to temples and monasteries, but that kind of hurts the tax income, which I'd like to keep that. Now, anyways. Riding with my entourage through the streets of Vijayarajapura, I maintain an austere manner. It's important to be seen. Sometimes it's just as important to remain a figure of some authority. We pulled to a halt as a cart rattling past us at a busy cross-section, entirely too fast to be all safe. Lucky thing for the driver, too. It's not wise to cut the Maheshi off, but their horse carries them off too fast to see. Let them alone stop. The commoners do need to see their Maheshi, even if it's just whilst riding past our dwellings. I mean, their development is so high, it might as well be a bustling metropolis here. Interestingly enough, I keep saying that word, after, when Ceylon, which is what Sri Lanka was then called at that time, gained its independence from the British, which was a smooth transition, they predicted, due to the location being in a maritime Silk Road and the Indian Ocean trade and all that, they say that Sri Lanka was to be an economic powerhouse comparable to, like, say, Singapore or even Japan at that time. Sri Lanka could have been the one to be one of the more highly developed, countries in that part of the world. But as we know today in real life, that Sri Lanka, as of this recording, is still undergoing a economic crisis that's been ongoing since 2019, which I can still hope that they'll bounce back. And I'm sure you Sri Lankan viewers that are watching, I hope you can bounce back on it. I have optimism for you. Maybe one day the country will be just as developed as the way I made this now here in this playthrough. Oh, the Iron Baker's Loaf from Serbia. It's gone. It served my grandfather well. No milk tooth. Thanks for generous gifts. That reminds me, I might as well fix the repair some of the artifacts that are in use for me. Do the same for the court artifacts. That can be rid of. Oh, I still have that boar skull up there. There it is. Alright. Actually, check the books. Especially learning books. Yeah, they're fine. Still at 8:30 now. In a few years' time, we get to construct irrigation tanks. And then we'll get to the Buddhist religious site. She was 61, died of heart failure. I'm sorry. Srikula peasants moved from Vijayarajapura to Anuradhapura. Let's see how not tunnel this time. Since I'm an architect now, at least the buildings will be slightly cheaper. By the way, Mongol invasions are still ongoing way up there, in case you're wondering. Going after this part next. Again, they're still quite far off from here. They just need to, get past, the big countries. Like Kocho, Khotan, Sang. Yemeni. Precision herbalist. He knows his stuff, so you got it. Just need to continue with the gout treatments. If I know there will be time that I'll pick up another Dynasty Legacy, and I'm thinking, which one should you get? Because you did the maritime trade, which is simply due to the roleplay because of the geographical location you're in. And you went to activities because you have a habit of doing them. Now the question is, what's next for... Probably this, for LOL. Because, it's part of our house tradition, it kind of makes sense when you think about the Vijayabhau dynasty, that that our house motto for our house tradition is honor, and just, we favor just, and as well as inspire us to confirm their loyalty. So what makes sense to me, for the sake of roleplay, is to go towards law, for all these things. But we're at near to the end of this series, so it kind of matters little to me. Other than that, I've been really enjoying this playthrough as a whole, to be quite honest with you, because of this, the building tall thing, kept my promise to never expand the borders beyond Tambapani, and focus on here, and here only, and how to get our tax income so great, and development up to the highest of high that I personally have never seen before. But now, from the window of my chamber, I watched the uncharacteristically fierce storms rumbling across the landscape. Distant boom of thunder from the rank of the clouds a scant 2 miles away. A troublesome deluge. Do the rains indicate some divine problem I failed to ordain, or are they simply the random movements of the wind? Either way, I have no wish to be caught in it. I hope Kama isn't signaling something. Not a good time to be outside. I've gone into a few wildfires. My only wish for all of you is to support the Sangha. Support the Mahavihara. What have you been doing? What got you into debt? What did you do? Oh, let me bail you out of this. And plus, you're the heir. Oh, by the way, speaking of heirs. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna have children of my own one day. But first, let me bail you out. And one more time for good measure. And for being a good boy, here's another. Entertainers for you. I like how I called you boy because you're 52. Yet you're feeling fine. I just need you to use that money to patronize this. So that way every little bit helps. That's what we're using our money for these days. Because not only I'm a charitable person, but willing to send gifts to my vassals, especially to those who patronize the Mahavihara, so they could use that money to support the Sangha or to construct irrigation tanks. That's what I want to see. You know, my old cousin. Despite being infirm, I'm glad he was willing to go on a hunt with me. You have the hunter tree, do you? Yes. Yes, you do. You're fighting in a big subjugation war? Huh. The Tamilakami Kanatan subjugation war started recently. That is a big South Indian war. You got Chola with you, and you're up against Kayani Chalukya. Keep it up like that, and you might form the Deccan Empire. Although I have... Oh, let me see. Just wondering regarding the Sangha. It doesn't have to be independent, right? You have to be independent. Okay. So even if you do form a Deccan Empire up there, I have no desire to join. Because we want to be an independent nation of our own, free from Indian affairs. This does not mean we're diplomatically isolated. I mean, I could be willing to marry somebody from another realm. The server approached me with a guilty expression on their face and something hidden behind her. My lady, while I was cleaning your artifacts collection as usual, notice the state of your utter disrepair of your Agaradavajeba, who's about warfare. It's completely useless and unrecognizable now. You might as well sell it to the scrap collector and make some gold coins out of it. No, that artifact is mine. It's part of family heritage. Somebody's been contributing. 843 now. So that's 60... No, 57? Yeah, 57 remaining. These next few years are going to be big. Smooth operator. In 4 years or so, I'll become the seductress. And then I'll see to that I'll be a scholar. Unless I get lucky for an intrigue-related event where I can pick up a lifestyle perk. Which is the reason why I'm trying not to do too much on activities now. Except the grand wedding, which I will do one day. Hey. Just wondering. You need to remarry to another wife. Maybe I can help you with that. I can arrange that just for you. So you can have children. Will not accept. Lowborn. Ah, okay, makes sense. I got a better idea. Something I do not typically do in this part of the series. I need something to help him out, so he can have more children of his own, so he can have a son. Or even do it with Chola up there. So talented Debutantes have been gathered from across their own presentable world. After careful consideration, the court has come to consider the most qualified to join the court would be Pamatisa, Aruridi, or Pamatisa. There's another Pamatisa. Virtuous. Virtuous. Pamatisa Jaya Singhe is the most worthy. Noteworthy house, huh? This may help. Here, I got something for you. How do you like it? Good. I mean, it doesn't have an alliance, it's just I want you to have children. Because you can't be content with just having one daughter. I'm trying to help out the prince. While meanwhile, I need to look for another important man in my life. Because I think it's about damn time. Do you have any... Well, remember, matrilineal marriage. They won't accept that. Just find a spouse, hit matrilineal to see if anybody's willing. Not my cousin. I mean, that would be inbreeding, right? Yeah. And he hasn't got much long to live. Well, actually, he does have plenty to live. Is it still partition? Primogeniture. Damn, already? Okay. Disregard. And anybody willing to have a promise for a grand wedding in future? Not here locally. What about in rank? Besides, you know, Tamilakam. It's the only one that's kingdom tier. The rest are duchy tier. Wonder how they pull that off. Plus, that's too close to the Islamic realms, which means I would have to intervene in a matter, which I kind of don't want to. The rest of them are just counties. 83? And he's feeling fine, but he's a lowborn. Oh look, another very virtuous ruler. Prince Tamalakam. Would be screwed up to be thinking about that sort of thing. Now you're just down to barony levels. Get disregard. Talking about alliance power. Besides Tamilakam, is there anybody else bigger than that? Well, there's that realm. But that would mean I'd be waiting for another couple of years, and it won't matter by then. Blast. Right. That mercenary company won't get you anywhere. Great man, dear. Who thought about that idea? Too far. Or you could just say disregard the whole alliance idea and just marry who you want to marry. Just don't patronize. Yeah, forget it. Just find somebody who's got inheritable traits that you would like to have. But I tend to be a picky person. I mean, there's that, but that's going to lead alliance to another realm that I have no business being of there. Gouty like me. That's another thing you gotta check. The health. Unless we want to continue having more strong children. Well, he's gonna be around for a long time. Why the heck not? You got 3 years. And remember, even if you don't get children, somehow, there is an option to forge heir, where you just make one up. Just get it off from a boy off the street and make him your own. Only happens when you reach the age of 40. One second. Okay, I just had to get up and point a fan towards me. Believe it or not, ladies and gentlemen, I do live in South Texas, and it is November. It's supposed to get cool, but this is one of the more warmer days. Just like here in Tambapani, where the weather's always temperate and tropical. As I stated before, don't want to do too much on activities. Gout ridden. Everybody's got the gout. It's not a goddamn... What's the word? Contagious. Still get the same enemy, it's just time has passed much because I was focused on finding the right man for me. Which, unfortunately, there weren't a lot of good choices. Especially with relevant nearby alliances, like I would like to have an alliance with Tamilakam or Chola, but it's not to be. And also, they might have a big gain even though they've lost one battle. It's just a giant South Indian war. And he's leading it. He's gonna get himself killed if he's not careful. $839. It dropped a little. No worries. This year we'll have the option to construct irrigation tanks again, but I think we should wait until near the end of next year to support the Sangha so we can have a 1-2. And then the big one. It's time for my treatment. He brought me a concoction made from buckthorn and senna. At first I thought the potion ineffectual, but later the same day I felt a churning in my bowels which sent me running for the privy. As I howled in anguish, he assured me that the foulness was expelled by my feces. In the end, the cleansing turned out to be just what I needed. For now, the worst of my sins of living in the world seemed a little brighter. Excellent work. There's gotta be a better way to get rid of the gout. Yeah, I think the only other way is just you either do that rough treatment, which you may lose a limb for, or if you're lucky to have a mystic for a court physician, maybe the mystical treatment can make it go away. Yeah, we don't know. Or it'll just go away on its own, like consumption. One morning, while strolling along my capital in the Compatibility and Mahavihara mentioned a subject that he said was nagging him for some time. It soon became clear that he's worried about the pressure of various factions in my realm might excite me to assemble the costly general estates in order to discuss matters of long-term policy concerning everyone. In the knowledge of this, of course, will be only voice that my treasury supports the venture. It is clear from a political point of view that I will reap additional rewards in terms of prestige and chances if I'm successful from the one taking that decision instead of reacting to the faction demands. As I've been warned, he claimed that his mind is now at rest. You know what? We might as well just do that. Summon the states to the realm. Tell me what the trouble is. Let me look at you. How did you patronize? Minor veneration Buddhist. Oh, you picked the wrong one. You're supposed to do to the Bodhi tree. No wonder why our prominence went down a little. Damn it, man. And you also worshipped one of the, Sri Lanka deities. As for you, have you done anything to contribute? Oh, you too? And you too, also with the Buddhist hoof. What are you people doing? Support the Mahavihara like you're supposed to. I mean, it's good that you make donations and all that, but there are other things you could do. Not yet at that age. Book burnings, yeah, I remember he did that. As the estates of Rome were assembled, it soon became clear discussions were going on and on about any significant breakthroughs. Everyone was entrenched in their own positions, and the ability to compromise was almost nil. It was also apparent I was unable to steer and lead the discussions in order to present a more positive result. All in all, it was a frustrating affair where nothing truly relevant was accomplished. It was all for naught. Oh, you funded construction of a small Buddhist building. Well, every little bit helps. Actually, not yet to that age, which I can hope that future generations will support the Mahavihara. Get it all the way to the end, unless I have to do it myself. I was texting. Oh, you want to go to the deck in India? You know, where the war zone is? Good luck with that. She's obese, but you'll live. You know, Mahinda, if you lose, you're gonna pay a whole lot of reparations, and there is no way that I can bail you out of that. Forge a magnificent weapon? We shall see. Because there is no way it could be better than my spear. So, how about a sword? Can you make a sword that is just as good, or if not better, than my spear? I highly doubt it. And as for you, find me a skull or a hide from an animal. No need for dedication. Keep it to yourself. Nobody knows that I'm somebody. Otherwise, they would call me a fornicator. Even though same-sex relations is accepted in Theravada. I'm just looking things up. $14 future reference since I'd like to hunt. This actually increases the levy and garrison size slightly. Renaissance thought. Yeah. Now get me cranes. It'll take 6 years. This will unlock all the late medieval era buildings, and this would mean I can build all these temples, upgrade all these temples, and that would help me with the renown. No, sir. It's decreasing again because of other actions. And since you've been building intensive, go for the Middle Eastern communities and bring in the merchant settlers. That'll reduce the cost of the buildings a bit. 1 second ago. Had to mute the mic. Can we get a fair price? Not convinced. Had to spend more. Fair enough. We could do another grand tour, but not now. Because grand wedding's coming up soon. And I'm just stalling for time. Just to let the income go up and up and up and up, and then we will do it. Make that official. Everyone's going to be here. Celebrations and all that. Bathing alone is a rare treat for me. As the Maheshi, I am attended at all times, either by genuine servants or else by vassals looking to have a quiet word without interruption. And even something as intimate as cleaning myself is subject to that. Gently leveraging my languid form from the bath, I grip the edge and step towards an awaiting stack of folded towels. Except not quite. My foot, still wet, slips, and it's only through reflex that I stop myself and topple to the floor. I should be more careful, I suppose. It's not like that I bathe without attendants often. Keep having these little episodes lately. My deeds are spoken of reverence and the envy the world over, from foreign courts to village taverns, and with that comes supporters. Today, Kumaradatta is ushered in, and introduced as representing a small prioress guild in Mankulam in Nagadipa. Oh, superb Maheshi! My friends and I hear a wondrous sword being made for you. We wish to donate to your weapons. It would deeply honor us, Your Majesty, for we have saved for months. You sure you really want to give me that? I'll say, no, please, kind Bikuni. Keep it. Keep it. As much as I would like to invest more money on those buildings over there, but it's all going to be here in this capital. This is where the most development is, and you got to take advantage of it. Now it's going after the other origin. He's going to be around for a long time. And he recently impressed others with the medical knowledge that he has, apparently. I'm making him wait. Kind of too bad that there's no intrigue-related events popping up so it can help me either gain experience or even a lifestyle perk for it. I so love spending time with my friend Cosmo, who usually interpreters required. Usually the language barrier isn't a problem, but today appeared to upset my dear friend with something I said. He said that it sounded like a joke, and I laughed as its criticism, but then he gives me a glare that spoke 1,000 words. As I felt the glare pierce my soul, I could see our friendship, which transcends language, slipping away. What can I do to fix the situation? Holding on to this friendship. He's 70 years old and he's feeling fine. Perhaps I ought to learn vernacular also, or what the hell? Shut up! Shut up! I don't know where the heck that come from, but regarding my phone acting out like that. Well, anyways, in yesterday's meeting, my hidden dollar, my useful Santa Rod, suggested he could teach me his trade, thus preparing me for better warfare life. If I spend time every day close to him while he performs his job, besides attracting the envy of the other counselors, the offer's tempting, but by spending so much time with him will neglect my other areas of managing my realm. Why on earth would I not do that? Screw it, plunge into martial matters. I'll have a little bit of that focus while neglecting the other duties. As I'm 36, turning 37. So here it is. A folded iron sword of masterful craftsmanship. The hilt is inlaid with gold in a pattern of a majestic bird. And on the blade there is an inscription that reads, "Owned by Mahesi Lilavati of the Jabbar." Not as good as my spear, but it's nice to have. I'll give it a go ahead. Let's plan this wedding already. You know, I could never do blood weddings because that requires an accomplished forger. That is a diplomacy related thing. And I never really gone into that route. So let's do it here. To the max. Willing to blow a whole load for this. Anybody from all over are invited. Too bad cousin won't be there because he's still at war, I believe. Maybe, perhaps. Who's already involved? My betrothed. My betrothed. You're already involved in an activity? Hold on. What do you mean? Try that again. He's already involved in an activity. What activity? He's part of an entourage from this man who is in a tournament. Oh no. How long's that been going on? I mean, I can't go over there and check. And you know how long these tournaments take these days. Oh, I should have not waited this long. There's severe consequences for that. This is the first time that's ever happened to me. Does anybody know how long this is gonna last? I mean, you're the one holding this tournament. On a visit to the Taberna, I spy one of the patrons at the heart of all its attention. She's more grizzled than the rest of the patrons. It smells as if she's been there for an age. To my horror, I recognize on my adventure. Amado appears to have not made out a homeland after months of funding. And for my next journey, I shall cross the Red Sea in a single gulp. So we finally scoffs the glass of red wine and cherry rings to the drinking hole. Hey! Get out of here and hit the road! You're the one holding this tournament, but we don't know how long it takes. In fact, does it say of when? Does not say decides to win this tournament. That's from a decade ago. At least she's getting a move on. For 10 days and 10 nights, me and my party have been hiding. The bandit Lord Batas has set a blockade on the road to Mestrel. What do you advise? Caution, or should we fight them trusting Shiva to keep us safe? It should read. Oh dear. This gold should suffice to bribe to let you pass. No, I can't get that man over here. Because he's involved in a tournament. Which will likely continue on. Even if he gets back to Mithila, it won't matter. It won't matter. 8:48, it's going back to the right direction. At the cost of the patrol. You know what happens? You know what? Go meet that man. If I meet the man, I mean make contact. Tell him to break it off. If you break that patrol, this is the penalty. You lose a level of fame, which is kind of whatever to me. He'll not like you, but oh, they'll start having issues with our house. He becomes my rival with House Rashtrakuta. I'm sorry, because of what's going on right now. I'm very, very sorry. Find someone else who isn't active from a tournament. We're holding this God-blasted grand wedding right now. Furious. Can't let this happen again. Never again with you. You're a good-looking man, however. You're in an entourage, that's fine. Wherever you're all going, where are you, by the way? This is another tournament that's ongoing? Okay, that's fine, because it should not take as long. Oh. Oh no, it's a hunt. It's fine. Better. Trouble broken. I'll check back with you soon. Cannot believe that's happened to me. So, he's having a hunt, which shouldn't take long. Another adventure. Why does everybody want to go to the Deccan? Hunt's over. Okay. I'm not wasting any more time with this. I'm getting married right now. Although, it'll still take time because you know how sea travel goes. Bring every single guest, even if it's my rival. You know, the one that we started a house feud with, which I never really meant to do that. It's just, I didn't know, okay? I just didn't know. I'll become an eager reveler for this. The groom will be here in 7th of August. Find me a trinket from material you cannot find here. 8th of May, next year. Next spring. Work to get the prominence of Sangha up quickly. Cousin, are you going to be here? Or are you still at war? Still at war. 4 years, huh? You've won some and lost some. But he's making gains. Level of fame dropped. God bless it. I don't think it affects the ending. If I... So, no, fame doesn't matter. Gotta be turning 38 this year by the time we get married. Which is an awfully late age to be married on, but I have a valid reason for that. Traveler claimed to the influence of the beneficiary Gabriel spot before carrying a message adventure. Fear not, my great lady, for Gabriel is a good elf. I bring news of the possibility to fund an even greater adventure. You see, Gabriel took a wrong turn and is now somewhere near Cole. Cole, that's my rival's place. Gabriel's traveling companion unfurls a dirty map to show me where they ended up. He has enough funds to make it a decade in India as planned, but suggests that with some additional funding, you could chase up a local rumor and bring home a great artifact. Life's an adventure. Explore that area for artifacts. We done made people mad up there. I gotta be more vigilant. One guest remaining. That's you and your caravan master. Unfortunately, there's nobody that I would be willing to have an alliance with because everybody in the Deccan is at war. Future reference. Three months till it officially begins. What are we waiting for? Just one more guest who's late? Who's not here? No, everyone's here. What about my rival? The one who has a very low opinion of me. Not here. Check back. As I'll be turning 38 this month. Don't mind my gout. It's just who I am. on his way back from... What, did you do a pilgrimage? Yeah, I recall there's a pilgrimage site over there for Theravada faith. Yeah, too bad he's gonna miss that out. It's always amazing when you've been planning for something for so long and spent so much money on it, and then it's finally there. Until it wasn't, and then it's here. Everything is ready. Decorations are in place, guests are mingling, servants scurry around with loaded dishes. I'm pacing around in excitement and nervousness when my future spouse, Langpaya, appears, radiant in his finest attire, whatever, he wears below the torso. We are ready to begin. Can't wait. Of course, my lover is here. I pity you, Leech. Odaya Kunavira tells me what married life is like. Full of bickering, mistrust, and strife. The end of any peace. Like me and Saul. He grumbles. Is this what my marriage to Lanka would be like? Alangpaya is perfect for me. Are we suited for each other? Again, I may not be attracted to him, but I can appreciate that he has his own beauty. But I fear that I will not suit me, as I have the wedding jitters. 8:49. Everyone is excited and amazed by the magnificence of the wedding venue. Everyone but Ahali. Since her arrival, Ahali had been prowling, searching for any pretext to complain. Are you wearing makeup? Those colorful veils are sinful. As all this unchaste mingling. It's all for show of luxury and lust. Look, cousin, I'll just say yes, and I'm gonna enjoy it too. I sweet talked him. There it is. And in my grad wedding, I am now known as seductress. It is not difficult to desire. The true challenge is to be desired. So my fertility is very, very high, despite my age, but I know that there are some women in this realm, or in other parts of the world, will want me. But now I can focus on scholarship. So I could get these. I'm gonna start going for the education that I was originally raised on. As I'm an erudite oracle. All wedding ceremonies are the same. An exercise piling up empty words that promises the highest, as it happens, and the satisfaction can be found in a single person. As the ceremony reaches its peak, and I'm asked for my formal consent to the union and my vows, I scoff as the question sounds in equal parts ironic and pointless. Do I want to spend the rest of my life with Alangpaya? I do. So now you're wearing our attire as we do here. As the ceremony concludes, we all move to the banquet venue. I secretly smile to myself, picturing the joys that come from a married life with him. Not everyone could be so lucky to marry such a likable person. I wish everyone to share on my happiness, and let's all tuck in. Enjoy. He's impressed, as he should. Gave me a wedding gift. And great, more scale armor. The hall is awash with a riotous parade of acting troops, dancing musicians, and exotic charlatans, delighting guests en masse. Near my seat, both Vimin and Paslado Ketesana share the opinions on the display. Now this is how I like it, Cackles of a grand nail, magnificent affair. I could barely hear myself think. Katisana outpost was also overwhelming. I had envisioned it differently when I hired them, Katisana. The acceptance between Stihala and Obama have increased. The feast started winding down, and everyone's sitting and tired, but the day is still not over for Lanka. The procession of guests leads us to our bedchamber, for the legitimacy of the wedding depends on being consummated. Well, this is the one I was kind of not sure about, because you've got this man who's heterosexual, which is something we're all used to in this playthrough, but this is a homosexual, so I wonder, how does the interactions go? Will the events still be the same, or is there going to be a difference in terms of being not attracted anymore, having excuses? It is with heavy sigh I leave all the festivities behind and close the door to our wedding chamber. It's been a long day, but a wedding needs to be consummated, right? I couldn't help but notice Taga Rada Alagpaya has become increasingly fidgety with the procession of the evening, but I didn't think too much of it. Who isn't a bit nervous at their wedding? However, as I reach for his undergarments, I'm surprised to find him much less excited than I expected. I mean, I would have been too. He almost jumps out of his skin and screams, "It's this room! The bed! Or that bedside table! Maybe the tapestry! My frailty has been cursed!" Fine. Swords have been coming and going from my wedding chamber for the past hour, frantically removing all pieces of furniture decoration. Now only a bare table remains. The solitaire in the center of the room. As I said on it, as the bears the table is, waiting for my newly wedded husband, I can't help thinking of a vindictive smile that we have no more excuses now. He steps into the room, light eyes downcast, already fidgeting. By the way, he deliberately avoids my inquisitive stares. I get all the answers I need. You know, this man has high enough fertility. Not to produce any offspring versus destined not to produce as many. Oh, never mind, there is no hurry. I mean, life's to go on. My lover Ronnie's revealed that I'm seeing him in secret, with the truth spreading like wildfire. Passion may not be as hidden as we'd like to believe. Who are they to judge? Well, there goes my bit of level of devotion. It's not criminal, from where we come from, but... eek. So yeah, there were problems in the bedroom. And yes, I had a lover for a very long time, long before I met you. It's just who I am. You gotta get used to that fact. Though it is not seen positively in our religion, but it's fine if two women love each other how they want to love. But when finally the last guest leaves, I look around the deserted venue. The food leftovers, the spilled song on the floor, the echoes of people's laughter still linger near, and feel satisfied. What an amazing day. I did a very fine job organizing it. Thank you all for coming. Regardless, he's a married man now. Got some money. More flavor mountain game. Oh, magnificent host. All that. 8th of May, here we go. Because of that recent drop, Bigger monastery to be built. It'll be large in size. It'll be 25 in 2 years. Remember where we're at now. 849 is where we're at. So plus 25, that would get us close to 75. Oh. Oh. This could be it. Oh, wait a minute. I forgot to select. Oh, god dang it. I screwed that up. I just did it out of excitement. Make it grand. Okay, so we're at 74. We would be just short of 900 unless those people start contributing their lot. Oh yeah, and our marshal died. You do. I did it out of excitement. Why did I do that? In the meantime, let's go on a hunt again. Is there anything down here? Well, to be real honest, I don't care because the chances will be high regardless. You know, go down here. As per usual. Not at peak health, which is still good. What are you talking about? Tell me my future. Bad omen, you say. Drop the center of Gampola. You might be less valuable in 99% chance. Do you hunt? I mean, if you're proud, so it can help a little. It would be wise to rest here because remember the last time. We don't want to go back walking. Even if nobody is there, by nobody I mean no animal we're supposed to hunt is there, the success chance is still good and can be increased further upon. There we go. Everyone's present. Let's go find a hyena. Because we didn't get it last time. Maybe we'll get it this time. It's a lovely day for hunts, which is a nice day to be outside. As I fill my lungs with the fresh air of the wilderness, I spotted this is what can only be a gift from, or nature's dedication to, Virudaka. So many useful herbs and beautiful flowers, both for healing and laces of tents, but I'm here to hunt. Picking roses may raise some eyebrows. Let's keep up with the appearances. Now it's my husband, as he's crouched on the ground, humming cheerfully, picking orchards. Appears lost all interest in the hunt. But Heshi, what a bounty of nature. Look at these plants. Truly, the wealth of the earth knows no bounds. We do not appreciate these simple treasures enough. Hey, get back on your horse. I want to get that hyena. Courtiers signals in the jungle. The whole hyena pack crouches in the hollow not far. The beasts bolt up on our approach, laughing the alarms they retreat into shining leaves, fangs snarling. We chased after the flaming brown vermin, focused on the largest group. Not a real chase. Let's try this bow again. We'll try to ambush the hyena. Patience. This should be easy to solve. It's just the same event as before. Quickly find the scent. Ah, again? Next time we'll chase it. Unless someone else got it. But nevertheless, every little bit helps with the recent experiences. Almost there. Go for law. That increases a bit of popular opinion, and it'll cost less to host hunts and feasts. This is for roleplay reasons, because our house is about honor, and mostly fair would make sense. Reduced costs. Getting a horse up is just for monthly prestige, but it would be nice to get it to the max, which would be monthly renown. We'll do the grand tour in the next episode, which could potentially be the final episode of this series, depending on how close we are towards 900. And in the meantime, what are the Mongols up to? They took Khotan, the kingdom of Khotan. Oh, they're at war with the world. Siberia, that's where they're going this way. Whatever's left of that's not yet part of the Mongol Empire yet. Yeah, they're off towards the direction of Siberia. Kocho's been left alone for now. So at least they're going west. Turn 16. You'll soon, with that amount of money you have, you might as well choose your allegiance to be a patron of a whichever monastery you like. Same for you. You have not chosen it yet. Come on, man. When I do a grand tour, I'll be sure to give a lot of people control. Would you look at that? The hide of a cursed leopard of Adoni. Smashful tanned hide of a heartless leopard, hunted by Mahavihara of Adoni. Magnificent. One more time. Just want you to bail out of it. Bail out. Is that even a proper term? Here, put that on. Look at this. The cursed leopard. Hope we don't have any cursed leopards here in Tambapani, because the apex predator of the island is the Sri Lankan leopard. There are no tigers here. Alright, let's see where we're at this status of the prominence. $877. In a year's time, when this Buddhist building is finished, we will unite the Sangha. Keyword, we will unite the Sangha. And I will make that decision happen in the next episode, which will be the final episode of this series, because this is something that I've been wanting to do for a very long time, since the beginning of this series. It's not about conquests of other kingdoms and territories or creating empires. No. is just being here in quite possibly the most developed territories. You know what? Increase that development of the territory further. It'll take 11 months to get to 99, because that's something I also want to see in that final episode. Get the development up to 100. And since I have the scholarship focus, this helps with the development too. And more so now, and since we have plant cultivation. If only we had centralization as well. And we'll do that grand tour thing in the next episode as well. There's a couple of things to do in the next episode, which will likely be the last episode of this series. And let me tell you people right now, once I'm done recording the final episode of this video series, I will take a few weeks break before I'm good and ready for the next series set somewhere in the Iranian world. Because now I'm feeling a bit enthusiastic that this is happening under her watch. And now this old woman is the heir. But the problem is that the heir for her is of another house. He has chosen Jetavana. Okay, but you? Mahavihara. Oh, thank goodness. People are coming around. I'm waiting for this Buddhist building to be finished. And then I'll end the episode there. Because I know for a fact that we're at 900. Even though I had a little snafu. That I, let me see. That I supported the almsgiving. Which is nothing wrong with that, you know. Anything that helps these good people here. And a child is growing in my womb. My husband, Agarada Alagpai, will be proud. Good, I guess. Is the child you carry mine? My husband asks. I do not want you to suffer, no matter what you have done. Of course it's yours. I mean, you're well aware that I have a lover, right? And you know, I'm not attracted to other men, so that's kind of impossible. What the hell is he talking about? And this offspring will be the one to continue the dynasty from there on out. .39 turning 40. So the Sihama finally made it into a small minority up in Nagadipa. I need an excellent steward for this for once, just to get this going with the development grow faster. Like to see it reach 100. Just to make it feel like I'm proud of the accomplishment. The summer of morning. How cruel, mistress, is random chance to deprive the world of such beautiful dance, to lose her. How cruel is Siddhartha's plan. Who next among us will end the span? So far I kept my thoughts to myself, but the buzz grew too dramatic to ignore for much longer. I don't know how I quite truly feel about this. Poem is mocked for once, just to get that level of fame up again. Because my pride was damaged for not doing that first grand wedding. Through my connections to the Middle Eastern elites in my realm, I've managed to build up a good rapport within the community, even as commoners who share a similar ethnic origin as these elites, having migrated here from elsewhere along the Silk Road, are thinking more highly of me than ever before. I have no doubt that people who live in our homelands in the Middle East also heard good things about me and my family's rule over these lands. In the long run, this will surely benefit me politically and financially, and earn much honor and acclaim for my dynasty. Let's hope this period of goodwill lasts a while. Tiny bit of renown. We're waiting for this monastery to be finished to see if we will indeed reach 900. Which I can unite the Sangha at any given time, but I'll do that in the next episode just to make that statement. It's just as long as it's sustainable. That's the issue. So let's see it. $878, so we will make it up to 900. 99 development. And in 10 months we'll reach 100 development here in Vijayarajapura. Good riddance to that old new tapestry. A ceremonial goblet of masterful craftsmanship. It is made of ivory with sapphire inserts. It's kind of whatever to me. About to give birth here. There it is. Mahavihara prominence increased by 25, which you can unite the Sangha now. Maheshi Lilavati. We've had our differences in the past, but don't you agree that it's time to let bygones be bygones? My rival, Rani Anata Devi, gestures from me to her. Whatever's between us, let us start anew. Yes, let us. It was all a misunderstanding. Treatment time. Don't give that child a foreign name. Thank you very much for the treatment. What the heck? We're rivals again? What kind of person are you? Name him Vijayabahu. Fitting. We'll end it in just a moment. Just want to get rid of that little number there. I just want to wait a while, but just to make sure if the child is not sickly. Otherwise this would all be in vain. The Pura of Vijayarajapura. Yes. 7 months. Okay, so it appears that the child is not born sickly, so we're in luck. So therefore, new heir, future is secure, and everything will be good to go from here. So we will stop on... Oh, I know. I'm trying to think. We'll stop here on April 1st. So, okay, ladies and gentlemen, here's what we're going to do. Because this next episode will be the final episode of this Sri Lankan series. Because we will witness the unification of the Sri Lankan Sangha. And we'll go on a grand tour just to earn more money than God knows how much. And there's a reason why I kept holding off on hosting a relic veneration. Because there's this little event that goes along with Uniting the Sangha and all that. Again, I've not done this before myself, as this is first time, but I've read it somewhere. In one of those dev diaries, yes, the old dev diaries for this flavor pack here. So there's a reason why I held this off for this is a special occasion. So yeah, it's a wonder how what's going on now is while the Mongols are rampaging through Siberia, here the Buddhist Sangha is united with Mahavihara winning out on this one. So you'll get to witness this for the next and final episode of the Sri Lankan series. And after, when I'm done with this video series, I will take a few weeks break myself. But again, this date of recording was on November 17th, so I tend to record ahead of time. So by the time this episode is posted, along with the final episode, I'm already enjoying my break. And I'm just, waiting for the time to pass and see the results of the poll on my channel on which you people, talking to you people, of where do you want me to start in, or where would you like to see me play in that part of the world. So we'll see you in the last episode of the Sri Lankan series. So again, I'm very happy that we're able to get this far, and then we'll make that statement in the final episode coming up next. So until then, so long for now.